Alright, so we're almost finished with saving our game scores, results. We can insert players. Again, we made a query using, we added a unique constraint. So name being unique, and then we do nothing, added extra condition to do nothing if there's a conflict. Of course, alternative approach, right? Alternative would have been to read the data first, then insert if not exists. Read the data by name, data first, something like by name, or like select, where name, right? And then if nothing, fetch one, right? If no data, right? Then that would be the alternative. That's also, again, and of course nothing is preventing you to do it, both. This is an alternative, right? So again, it's all a question. Sometimes you want, so you keep the logic on the database side, data sanity side, or on the code side. I like in any case unique constraint is a good idea. It's a good idea to use. Yeah. So in any case, right? So that's covering the last exercise, the last part. Okay, so now we want to insert the score, insert game result. So we want, of course, insert game, right? So, right, self player B, game type, game result, game date, right? Right, we can do a time. Well, actually, we should have made an automatic timestamp, but let's do this. So this looks pretty good. Parameterized query, so that's good. AI or AI assistant is learning. That's good. The only thing is we will need to get the game IDs, right? We'll need to get those IDs, right? So this looks good. Only question is now get the players IDs, right? Since of course we know we're inserting player A, player B, then we need to get the IDs, right? So this is by ID, right? Of course, right, this is a strict one. So first get player IDs, right? Get player ID, right? Get player ID. We need to get, of course. So get player ID by name. Get player ID by name. How does AI know what I'm gonna write? I mean, amazing, right? So I think it must have voice recognition or something, right? So yes. So return none, or maybe get 0 or -1. Return data 1, right? Of course. We know, of course, that there will be only one row because of the unique constraint, right? But still, right? Fetch 1 if data is none. Return none. Only question is, do we return none, or do maybe we could return -1? We could raise exception. We could raise exception. We could return -1 or raise exception. Well, 0 again. So let's see our database if I can remember. Yeah, we could return 0 or 1, right? I personally like 0 because in this case the number, there's no ID 0, right? So again we have this insertion. The only thing that's interesting is here, I just noticed something, right? Is that Valdis is taken, right? So each time you insert Valdis, it will not be added, but it will skip the ID. So that might be not something behavior we want to maybe. It's not a big deal. IDs are meant to be skipped over again, but there's plenty of IDs to go around. You don't need them in the sequential order, right? They're just a unique. In fact, there's school of thought that you don't need them as a numbers. You might need some special IDs, like just a random characters as IDs. But okay, let's see. So basically, we have insert game. We need to get IDs, right? So get player ID, and let's see that, right? So we have a game. We have 2 players. We have the names. We want to know who won, right? Result. So 0 or 1, right? It will be enter. Game time we are long, and game date will be actually game stamp, right? We can do the game stamp. Okay, let's do that. We have two queries. So it's after the game's finished, right? After here, right? We have players, we have our name, gameplay, right? We will go to the actual gameplay, right? Here, right? So insert players, get player IDs, player AID, player A ID equals what, right? On player B ID if, right? That's what we're gonna do, right? And well, of course, insert game. No, how did we call it? Yeah, insert games. We want the result. Game type. We we can insert. That's true. That's basically. But we won. Who won? Print winner, right? We need, of course, know the winner, right? So whose turn it is, right? That's actually the winner, right? On the type, regular name, right? We can insert 21. Maybe insert self match count. Not match count, but what was the maximum count? Was max matches. Match count was a starting point, actually, right? So that's actually would have been starting point. We can insert something, something random, maybe just general game, regular name. I don't know, regular name. And let's insert so it's player's turn. And now last thing we want to insert is date stamp. Date stamp time, yeah, date, and we can insert here, right? That would be one way of doing it, right? Date, right? Basically, right? And we need, of course, import this, right? We need to import from datetime, import datetime, right? We're getting a lot of extra stuff from datetime, import datetime, but let's see if this works, right? Now we should be very good, right? So Control S, Control save. Right, so everything's saved, and hopefully this will work. I hope, right? Let's play it, right? 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Right, looks okay. And our place, our player. We need, of course, right, player ID, right? If, of course, if oh, well, it's if player A is not known, player ID, yeah, so we could do this, right? If these IDs exist. Okay, now regular name. Well, let's leave it at this, right? Maybe we can clean it up a little bit later, right? So basically, if player ID exists, right, we will do it is not none, right? Is not none, is not none, right? We can do this, is not none, right? So assuming, right, we insert, right? So it's not a magical player, right? But of course, this automatically assume we have it, right? So we insert, we make sure we have it, right, and then we insert by the ID. All right, let's commit this. Let's run this. Let's run this game. So Valdis on Alice. Let's see, 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. All right, attribute error. Daytime. Oh, so maybe daytime. We didn't do data. Ah, sorry, daytime. Right. Okay, you see, it almost worked. Right. Let's do it one more time. So Valdis. Okay, not there. All this Alice on 3 3 3 3 3 3 3, and it worked. All right, and let's check. Let's refresh our connection. Games. Yes, regular game, daytime, stamp, player, and we have 0 as game result. So it means basically we'll need to decide how we call it. Basically. It will change depending who wins, player 1 or player 2, right? Looks pretty good to me, actually, I would say, right? So that concludes our, we learn how to insert a game result, right? So thank you, and we will continue in class to adding more player data.